What's up, everyone? I am 7-Star Mike here for Trade Talk Media, and today I want to show you a way you can find entries and exits using very simple charting techniques. Let's take a look at Tesla. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Tesla, and you can see in the morning it did its normal chop, which a lot of tickers do right off the bat, and then it goes on this nice run here and it starts pulling back. So if you're looking at this going, oh man, I missed it, how can I get into this Tesla trade? Where would be a good spot to enter? I'm going to show you an easy way to find one. Now this is going to look different depending on your platform, but I'm going to come over here and add VWAP. We're going to add that to the chart. And after this massive run here, we see it pull back. Look where it stops. It stops right at that VWAP level. Now it's not a perfect, you can see it does breach it for 2 candles, but it holds that level and then starts to climb again. So this would be a low risk entry. The reason for that is because if we're getting in right here and it continues to reverse and drop, well, we're going to get out of the trade right away. So as a day trade, it's not going to hurt us because we're getting in right here, and at max, we're getting out right below our entry. So even though we're going to lose money, we're not going to lose a lot because the entry and the exit are so close to each other, and you know right away if you're wrong. So if you see this bounce off VWAP and enter, you know right away if you're wrong because it reverses and goes back below VWAP. So this is a low risk entry. We're going to take a call position here. And a lot of people are having trouble finding exits. So what I'm going to do for an exit is go to the drawing tool, and I'm going to draw a trend line from the low point there to right where it bounces here. You can see we had a nice climb up, and then it retraces a little bit and stops and goes on another climb up. So I'm going to use those 2 points as a trend line. You want 3 points though. So 1, 2, 3. You can see that after it climbs and retraces, it does hit that line a 3rd time. So now we have a valid trend line. We have 1, 2, 3 points. So I'm going to watch this as a day trade as long as it stays above this line. And you can see it goes on a nice run here, gives some back, but holds that area, comes up again, can't quite make a higher high, and then it drops below that trend line. Now you can say, wait a minute, Mike, if you stayed in this trade, you can see it went even higher after that. And that's true. But as a day trader, I'm looking to grab a piece of the pie. I'm not really looking to grab highs and lows because we can't really do that. So once this acts as support here and then breaks right in this level, once it breaks that trend line, I'm going to be out of the trade. Now, there's another way you can look at an exit. You can see this low here. If you draw a line here as support, you can see that it never breaks below that line. And to make it pretty clear, let's actually put that horizontal line in there. You could also use this area as support, and you would still be in the trade now because it's above that support line. But for me, what I'm looking for is this upward movement here. I'm using this upper trend line. So once it breaks that trend line, I'm going to be out of the trade personally. And yes, I'm giving up some upside, but I'm also protecting if it were to break down here and start to retrace back to VWAP and give all those gains back. So I'm protecting my gains as a day trader. When it breaks this trend line here to the downside, that's where I'm going to exit the trade. And for more confirmation, when it comes back to test that line and that trend line now acts as resistance, and then you get this big red candle, to me, that's a good exit. I don't care what it does after that. I'm locking in profits and I am done for the day on Tesla.